Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Jess, and I know I haven't made a video in a minute, and it's only because I've had a very stressful week and I've just been a little stress ball and busy and all of that. So if you've got some extra good vibes to send, feel free to send some out there for me. But other than that, I am so excited to be back here doing this. I've just been waiting for this moment for a hot minute. I think I'm literally 10 subscribers away from 1,000, so I will hopefully, I think I'm going to shoot a video with my face on it. I kind of don't know what to say or anything. It might be really short and uneventful. Just introduce myself real quick. But if you have, questions or anything that you want me to say, feel free to just include that. So, yeah, I guess without further ado, I wanted to do a video on what they want to say to you. So we have 3 piles here. Pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, and if you need another minute or two to pick your pile, go ahead and pause the video here. Otherwise, I'm going to start with pile number 3. No, I'm just kidding. Pile number 1. All right. Pile number 1. What's your person want to say? This relationship is good for my reputation. Interesting. I'm intimidated by you. And, fuzzies. I want to make sure you're taken care of. Okay, so pile number 1. What I think your person wants to say to you is I think they're perplexed. I think your person is perplexed and they don't really know what to do. They know that they feel a bond and a connection with you, and they know they want to move forward, but they want to have like a friendship, some kind of a soul connection that feels good. They want celebration, and they want to be around you and have some revels, right? But they don't really know how to do it. They feel the disconnect between the two of you. They know that they're letting you down in a certain sense of the word. But they just really don't know how to move forward here with the 4 of Cups here. So he's just kind of staring at the 3 of Cups, right? And the 3 of Cups, that's the Coven card. I like to call it the Coven card. It's like, finding your people and being really happy and really jovial. It's celebrating. In a really authentic kind of a way. And I just I get ruminating a lot with this card. So I do feel like your person is doing a lot of thinking, especially because we have the Hangman, which is major arcana and really major energy in the past position. So I do think that your person's they're looking at it from all angles, trying to figure out exactly what's going on from your perspective, from their perspective, any other people involved. I do get the sense that there's probably a group of people around this situation, and your person is definitely considering how those people are going to react. And we have this relationship is good for my reputation. So I don't know if you are if you share a friend group, you very well could with this spread. Another reason why I'm getting that there's a group is because the obstacle is the 5 of Wands, and clearly in this deck looks like gossip, right? But it can be bickering. So this could just be differences of opinion. Maybe there's something about your relationship that would cause a little bit of a stir, kick up some trouble. Or even just some jealousy. Maybe your person, and I'm throwing out you know, we're reading cards here, so it's like there can be multiple scenarios, and your person could be trying to decide between multiple people. They could be trying to decide how to keep different areas of their life in balance and in harmony with the person that they are. And I think we've all experienced times like that where, you know, we can kind of express different sides of ourselves with other people, spoken like a true Gemini. But I do think that your person feels like you see a side to them that, you know, maybe these other people don't see. And I'm definitely getting that with the Lovers card. Another major arcana. Oh my gosh, I just realized. So you have all 4 of these cards are major arcana. So we have the Hangman in the past position, the Lovers in the subconscious position, Temperance. Oh, whoa. This is cool too. Because the Lovers is Gemini in the subconscious position, and then the tools at their disposal is the Temperance card, which is Sagittarius, and Gemini and Sagittarius form an axis. So you can kind of see this teetering that's going on in your person's mind, in your person's thoughts. And then we have the Hierophant over here in the future position, which actually paints kind of a beautiful story. If this is a third-party situation and your person's trying to choose between people, obviously less of a beautiful situation, probably doesn't feel very good for you. Because I'm seeing that could be what some of you guys are dealing with as well. But the undertone, like that undercurrent to the whole reading, I think is feeling a connection with you, feeling like they want to have a connection with you, and not really knowing how to move forward and how to piece like their wholeness of their life together. But they do love you a lot, and they want to make sure that you're taken care of. That's why I think that this person is spending so much time thinking about it, is because they want to make sure you're taken care of. Yeah. So with the Lovers card being in the subconscious, their subconscious thoughts, I do think your person knows that they need to make a choice and move forward. This could be a choice between people, but this also could just be a path. You know, what path are they going to take? Because I'm almost getting that they feel that they need to navigate this very carefully. And I'm getting that too because they feel intimidated by you, right? I'm just getting, and I just looked up and saw my little soul cat here. So maybe you are a Leo, maybe you have some kind of, I feel like there is a bigness, a brightness to your personality. You're, you know, even if you are quieter, there's something about you, and I'm kind of getting the Strength card here, where that is strong. That is, you have some kind of a talent, you're very strong in your personality, you're probably beautiful, maybe you're magnetic, people like you, but there is a quality to you that knows what you're worth, that knows what you want, and other people can connect to and really like about you. And I think your person picks up on this. And I do feel like, I'm just getting the sense that they feel that they need to navigate this very carefully, in a social kind of a sense, because of the strength that lives within you as a person, and because I think there are other people involved in this. So, and there could be like beliefs too, with the Hangman here. There could be some type of spirituality involved. Yeah, definitely. And with the Temperance card at the tools at their disposal. So the tools at their disposal is your person. I feel like they fancy themselves somewhat of a diplomat with the Temperance card here, especially with that Gemini Sag kind of energy. Those are the energies that really like to be around people that are different than them. They like to learn about other people. They're very open-minded, just interested, curious, very curious kinds of energies. And with the Temperance card here, I mean, this clearly speaks to some kind of a balance. So like I said, I do feel like your person has these different variables that they're trying to balance, and trying to, you know, make sure that none of their cups fall over. And maybe, you know, maybe that's kind of the wrong way to go about it, because I don't know, like, look at you here in the background, like they're kind of missing it. It's like, maybe, I don't know, I'm almost getting that like the solution could be much simpler than they're even like letting on, or that they're even aware of, you know. But yeah, with the Temperance card here, I think that I mean, they can have their cake and eat it too with the cupcakes over here, where it's like they do feel like they can walk that line of whatever the situation is, making sure that they're fulfilling the needs of everybody involved. I do think that your person strikes me as a very smart person. And somebody who wants to like have a plan before they move forward. So I do think that they figure that there's a way that they can pitch this to you, that they can pitch this to the group, that's kind of balancing everybody's needs, if that makes sense. But I do think that they think it's going to take some skill and finesse. And then with the Hierophant here in the future position, this speaks to me, maybe they're going to recommend mediation. Definitely with the Temperance card here, this could be like recommending some kind of counseling, some kind of mediation, even if it's just meeting with like a friend that's a neutral party or something like that. Maybe you guys have a friend. I do think, like I said, I think there's a group here. So maybe there's a person in that group that both of you consider a friend that could maybe help mediate the situation, even if it's not that formal. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't have to be a session or anything, but yeah, just somebody who could help out. But with the Hierophant, I do think that they're probably talking with some kind of an authority. Maybe this is their therapist. Maybe it's somebody that they really value, really trust. But also I'm getting the imagery of balance here, you know? Even if this is their spirituality, your person strikes me as a spiritual person and also a thinker, you know? So maybe they're more philosophical in nature. They're a person who tries to structure their life based on whatever philosophy they're kind of putting together for themselves. And so even if it's just that they're seeking that understanding, maybe they're rereading some books that have really impacted them, you know, earmarking the corners and highlighting all the pages. Even if it's just that, I think that they're trying to consult some kind of an authority, even if that authority is scripture, or if it's, you know, some kind of a system that really works for them that has a psycho-spiritual base to it. Or it could literally be a person. Your person could be meditating, they could be doing yoga, but this person strikes me as someone who's like pulling in resources for themselves in order to kind of ruminate this through and make a decision that's best for everybody. Let's see. So interesting that this relationship is good for their reputation. I mean, because maybe this person is this King of Swords. Maybe your person is looked upon as some kind of a leader, even with the Hierophant here too. Like if this is a spiritual group, because it very well could be in the past. Because in the past position, you've got the Hangman, you've got the Temperance card here. And we have such group energy that your person might be looked upon as some kind of a leader. And so like in the future, they want to step back up into this leader role. And actually, you know, definitely you're going to know if this is true or not. But it's like, I kind of appreciate that about this, is that your person went into receptive mode before they started in action mode. You know what I'm saying? Like they didn't just start, you know, dictating or acting on impulse. They were trying to reflect. And I think they were trying to, you know, look at other people's needs. And they really do view you as soul family, as a soulmate, you know, not necessarily in the romantic sense, but they feel a connection with you. They definitely do. That's pretty significant for this person. And so that's why they're trying so hard to think about it from all angles. Because your person, I do think they genuinely want to make sure that you're taken care of. Their attitude, again, we have the Tower, another major arcana. There's tons of major arcana in this spread. So I do feel like this situation has been very significant for the both of you. And definitely for your person, it's helped them transform, especially if they are a leader. I do feel like it's helped transform the way they approach their position, their self, their own spiritual growth. Definitely. This has put your person in a state of contemplation. And to your person's credit, I do think they're going through it. They're definitely going through it. But there is a little hint of like cockiness to your person, of feeling like they can just handle it. You know what I mean? And I don't know, I'm of the mind like you don't really handle people, you know, like you handle situations and you listen to people and you try to make sure that everybody's needs are met. But There's something that maybe your person feels like they can use this situation to their advantage, and that might be why we have this relationship is good for my reputation too. Your person might see an opportunity in this, not that it's the only way that they're looking at it, but I think a part of them, it's like there might be, I think there's something where they think they can use this in order to bolster their own reputation, their own standing, their own social standing, kind of be the one to swoop in and have a problem to all of this, help, quell all of this gossip even. But they want to make sure that their voice isn't drowned out amongst like the gossip. They want to kind of come in as this Hierophant character, as this King of Swords character, somebody who can come in and cut through the nonsense, be a voice of reason, help to guide people into balance, into peace. Definitely. I'm getting that kind of an energy. I do think your person's probably a leader of some kind. If not entitled, then maybe an energy. But, so what are the outside influences? Again, we have the Seven of Wands. We have the Five of Wands and the Seven of Wands, which are two kind of feisty cards. And the Seven of Wands is definitely, I think, more kinds of fighter energy than the Five of Wands. So with this being in the outside influences position, I almost think that your person, that this is one of like the you ever play that, remember that game where it was like all the dots on the screen, and like if you clicked on a dot, some of the dots were mines and it would blow you up? Well, that's like kind of what I'm getting is like this is that with this being in the outside influences with the Seven of Wands, if they say something wrong, if they handle this not in just the right way, that everybody could be pointing their fingers at them, saying like, oh, well, you agree with this person, or, oh, what do you mean, whatever, it'll have to fit with your situation. But I think this person's aware that they want to be a bridge, and they want to make sure that you're taken care of. I think this person can see your perspective, they can see your point of view, and they want to be careful about how they present that. Yeah, so their hopes and fears with the King of Swords, it's like they hope that they can bring a sense of justice to this, and they hope that they can help be a voice of clarity. And also, I view the King of Swords as someone who is good with their words, but they don't use a lot of words. And like I said, I just get that sense that your person doesn't want their voice to get drowned out in the gossip. So they're strategic about when they say something, how they say something. They're really putting a lot of thought into that. And again, with the King of Swords, this is a very studious, very intelligent energy. And I do think that your person is very studious and very intelligent. So they could be, if this is some kind of, spat within like a spiritual community or something, with the Hierophant here, it's like your person's going to the source or going to a source. They're consulting higher knowledge, definitely. I think in private, and in order to get guidance of how to approach this. But I do think that they worry that they're going to have to like cut you off in a sense, or like this relationship's going to be severed, because the King of Swords does have to sever things. And I think that your person feels that it could get to a point where not like it's not salvageable, and it's just going to be the more logical, cold choice to just have to cut things off. They could also be afraid, because there's like friendly energy. This person, like, at the very least wants to be your friend. They want a connection with you. I mean, they could want like even a sexual connection. I mean, the Sagittarius card with Temperance here, this is definitely very sexual card. It is like sexual union and white tantra is represented by this. So your person could want that as well, for some of you if that resonates. But definitely your person wants to be a friend to you, with the Gemini energy up here. And of course, Gemini is an air sign. I'm kind of getting that hearkening over here to the King of Swords. So I think another thing that your person fears is not being able to be your friend and just having to be this cold, authoritative persona, or that you'll perceive them as that, even though they kind of are in your corner, because they know that they're like, it could feel like your person's withdrawn from you in some way, but it's not like very cold energy. It's because they're trying to figure things out and they're trying to be strategic. You know what I mean? But they're kind of afraid that you're going to read it as their indifference, or that they don't care, or that they're trying to end the relationship, and that's not what they want. So they could even want you to view them as a leader or somebody very capable, sexy, bringing people together. You know what I mean? Solver of your problems. So then the outcome card with the 8 of Pentacles is working. I always say that this card is like working on something that you love, something that you're very good at, in order to build up, like it ends up helping the community. So I do think that the work that this person's putting in is going to pay off. And I think that they are doing it because, in part, like for you, whatever this is. And they're intimidated by you, but I think they want you to like respect them in a way. Like they want to show you like what they can do, kind of, you know. But I think all this work that they're putting in is going to help the community. This, like, because I think there's a group involved in this. And I'm also, just because she's dumping this liquid in here, I am getting that temperance kind of a vibe. So I think that it's saying the result is going to be somehow balanced. Your person might be talented. Let me know. I kind of get that your person is talented. Like they're very observant. I think your person's pretty observant. And I think that's probably why people, like maybe your person's not a person of very many words, but that's why people will listen to them when they talk, is because they have a reputation of being very smart and kind of leaderish. Maybe even like a spiritual leader, or somebody who is like a leader in some kind of bureaucratic sense, or they're a leader because they have a lot of education. But I think this person is very well regarded in the community, and they are using that, but they're using their brain. They're being very diplomatic about the situation. So I do think that there is going to be some kind of resolution, some kind of healing, and some kind of balance achieved here. I really do. And everybody can kind of see things from a different perspective in that sort of a sense. So if they could say anything to you, it's all of that. It's like, I feel like sometimes I'm bad about saying it from the person's perspective, but they would tell you all of that. They would tell you, you know, about how their attitude is one, you know, of transformation. They know that things can't go back to the way that they were, and they're looking at this, they're choosing to look at this as an opportunity to grow, for everybody to kind of explore opposite sides of themselves with the Lovers and the Temperance card here. This is like shadow work, an invitation for shadow work, an invitation to really look and understand the other in some kind of a way, if that's resonating. So, and also, I think your person's looking at this as an opportunity and an invitation to be truly spiritual. Not spiritual on paper, not spiritual where we all throw out pretty fancy words, but spiritual in the sense of like, of actions, like of actually doing what it says, you know? And I think your person's kind of up for the challenge. They want to tell you that the heart of it for them is love and spirituality, bringing people together, figuring out how to get along, togetherness. And they view you, they want you in their coven, they want you in their group, they want you in their tribe, however your person would say that to you. And that's why they want to do due diligence in making sure that you're taken care of through this process and beyond, and that the group is kind of heard. They want to kind of quell, maybe it's less that the group is heard, because the group seems to be clucking hens. But they want to kind of cut through the white noise in a way that's tactful and that's not going to pull that ire towards themselves, you know? So they would tell you, I know I'm withdrawing right now, but I feel like I have to be in order to be strategic and in order to bring about the best possible solution for everybody involved. And I think your person wants to tell you that they're up to the challenge. So that's what I have for you guys, pile number 1. If that resonated, please do like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I hope that you guys are having a lovely moment in time, even though my week has kind of been like, and I don't know that next week's looking any better, but it's okay. Thank you guys for watching pile number 1, and I'll see you back here again. Okay, pile number 2. let us take a look at what your person wants to say to you. Okay, we have I know you're angry with me. The feeling is mutual. And I want to make sure you're taken care of. Okay. Pile number 2, what do I think your person would say to you or wants to say to you? First of all, I know you're angry with me. It comes up right away. I think this person hurt you in a big way with the 10 of Swords being in the center. And I think that your person probably left. Somebody left in the situation. There were probably harsh words said, but whatever happened here was absolutely not okay. I really think that your person had something to do with this, but if they didn't, they know that you're hurting. Now, they would tell you that the biggest obstacle because there is loving feelings here. A lot of loving feelings. Let me just be clear on that. Your person does love you. And I don't know what happened here, and I'm not excusing bad behavior. My mother said to me, with my first boyfriend who cheated on me, she said, Jessica, he can love you and do this to you. You just have to decide if this is how you want to be loved. And I'm saying that now, for a reason. So I'm definitely not excusing what this person did by saying, oh, well, they love you. Isn't that wonderful? It's not, not always, right? Maybe it makes you feel a little better. Maybe it doesn't. But that's totally up for you to decide. But I do think that your person would tell you that they know that they hurt you. They know that they were a jerk. And that I do think that your person wants to come towards you. I do. I think there's some distance here. Emotional, but I think physical as well with the 3 of Wands. And I think your person doesn't really know how to approach the situation because they know they messed it up. But I think your person would tell you that they feel the love that you had for them, or they realize now that the love that you had for them was love. That it was pure love. That you were a good person. That you didn't deserve all of this nonsense. And they know that, in the past position we have Judgment, which is major arcana. So they know that you judged them based on their behavior and that you had every right to. They know this is also the energy of Pluto, of regeneration, of transformation. That I think they know what they did left a scar on you, and that you're not going to be the same. That they had a realization about you, right? And it was good. It was that you are a very loving, very spiritual, very wise, very giving, very humble, very pure-hearted person. And you had a realization too. And I'm not sure yours was so kind. True. It was definitely true. And so I think this is something that your person thinks about. And they want to make sure that you're okay. They want to make sure that you are taken care of. Yeah, this is just a really funny kind of an energy. I guess for some of you, your person doesn't necessarily have to be involved but I do, let me know in the comments if you feel like sharing. But yeah, we have the Ace of Cups here in their subconscious position. So your person would tell you that they know that you're everything. You are beautiful. You are pure-hearted. You are wise. You are someone who helps others. You're a person who deserves real love. This person feels real love for you. They know that they messed things up. They know that you guys everything could have worked out differently. It could have worked out in a way that was peaceful. Right? And I am getting that for some of you, this person isn't the one who hurt you. They just recognize that you were hurt. At least, I feel like, at least for some of you, they didn't hurt you maybe intentionally. They just know that you were hurt. And then there was some distance between you guys for some reason. Like somebody left and moved away. I'm just noticing the cape here, right? So that's why I'm getting the distance, because in the future position, we have the King of Cups. So I'm just kind of following this cape, right? And the King of Cups being in the future position, it's like we went from this energy of judgment and how everything false about this relationship, all the pretense, all the hopes kind of fell away in this moment that felt, with Pluto, it feels divine, it feels fated, and it can happen really quick. And I mean, Pluto is a tiny little planet, but it is a heavy hitter in astrology. And I think that's exactly what this energy is describing, where it was like, it felt really good 1 minute and then all of a sudden it changed. But we have like the Ace of Cups, we have the King of Cups, and we have the Queen of Cups over here. So it's like your person, I think they have a lot of these feelings for you, but down here we have the High Priestess, which is another major arcana, really heavy energy, pulling a lot of weight in this reading. This is a lot of quiet energy from your person, but I do think that they have a lot of love for you. And I don't know if I like that, but it's not for me to decide. I'm feeling protective of you. Because this is just kind of funny. I don't know. Funny, strange. So like in the future position, we have the King of Cups. And this is, he has a lot of loving feelings. He's just very quiet. He's probably maybe bound by his social position. So I don't know if your person was in another relationship, because I'm just thinking with the Tarot of Sexual Magic, the Judgment card, and how it's the family that's all tied by the red string, and it talks about like, energy being kind of inserted into like a stagnant situation. So maybe it was that this person couldn't give you what you wanted in some sense. They couldn't fulfill. They love you. The feeling is mutual, right? And we have the Ace of Cups up here. So the feeling is love. We have the 10 of Cups up here. You have a ton of cups, pile number 2. There is so much love here. I'm feeling like maybe this person, they could have a lot of, money, social standing, something like that, but they also have a lot of love for you, but they couldn't give you what you wanted, and so maybe you put distance between the two of you. Maybe there was I'm just getting some harsh words or some harsh truths that ended up hurting you. There was some kind of a death of the situation too. And your person, like, isn't saying much, but they're feeling a lot, is what they would say to you. I know that I'm being quiet. I have all of this love for you. I want to make sure you're taken care of. Now, the tools at your person's disposal is the 8 of Wands. 8 of Wands talks about, passionate, quick communication, sometimes travel. So again, with the distance here, it's like your person wants to, I feel like this person has means at their disposal here. It's like they want to just travel to you really quickly. They want to plead their case. They want to declare their passion for you. They want to like unbridle themselves and like make you listen, like make you know that they love you. But I do think there's something like destructive. There's a reason that they can't be with you, or they can't give you what you want, something like that. So the tools at their disposal is, passionate communication and travel, I'm really feeling like. And catching you off guard, I think, is a big part of this. And just like shaking up, stirring up all those old feelings. Because the feeling is mutual. They feel that somehow this person feels like you feel the same way. But maybe there was something about the situation that you were uncomfortable with, where you're like, we can't do this anymore. Or I'm really getting there's something about the situation that just couldn't keep going. It could have to do with morality. It could just be some harsh truths. And I think you left. So their attitude towards the situation is the High Priestess. So again, they're keeping to themselves. I do get duality. I mean, this is a number 2 card, right? And then with the candles here, I just always get there's some kind of duality. So it's like your person, if this is a third party situation, like I'm just going to say it, like if your person is married, it's like they want to have that, and they don't. This is the Lord of the Manor. For those of you who watch my channel, like the Lord of the Manor comes up a lot in readings. And this is definitely that pile where it's like they don't understand why they can't have that family life, and why you can't accept that they love you, that their love is with you, but that your person has some kind of social standing, some kind of artsy, creative, like social type of a thing. Their image could be heavily reliant upon them being like a family guy, a feeling kind of a guy, somebody who's maybe progressive. He's not like a macho man, with his image. Definitely, like there's feminine energy to your person here. But it's like, I don't know, feeling like the red tape, and definitely with judgment in the past. I do feel like they probably have expressed this to you in the past. All the ways that you could look at it differently than you're looking at it to make things okay. To be like, well, I know that you think this situation is wrong, but here's all the reasons why it's right. Do you want me to leave my kids? I'm just doing the bureaucratic thing over there. Something like that, Their attitude towards it, I think your person might be gathering information about you that could be, your person seems rather intuitive. Like, I think your person pulls heavily on the intuitive arts or something like that. So they could be, trying to kind of gather information about you and what you're doing, especially if you moved away, especially if they want to figure out how and where to travel to you. If your person has the means to be doing that, I think they're probably doing that. But again, they're kind of keeping that to themselves because, like I said, there's something about catching you off guard here. They want to have all their ducks in a row. So the outside influence is the Six of Pentacles. This is giving from a place of superiority. So I do think that with you, your person wants to maintain their superiority. They want to almost know what your button is. Do you know what I mean? They want to know if like you're struggling to pay your rent, because then they can come in and, I can make all your dreams come true. I'm going to pay your rent. I'll take care of this. I'll take care of that. If it's not money, then, maybe they can just improve upon your situation in some kind of a way where I don't know. I'm thinking like, let me put you up in like a nice cottage or something. They want to make sure they want you to rely on them in some kind of a way. And again, we have the imagery of giving to 2. And I know people say the Six of Pentacles is balanced, but to me it's not balanced. And I think 7 is more balanced. And so I think that your person, it's like they know that they're giving more to the person at home, but like their attention is on you. You know what I'm saying? But they have to give more of their resources over there to make sure that their family's taken care of or whatever, like to maintain their career, whatever, but they still want to give you like a decent amount, you know what I mean? Of their time, of their attention. They want to pay your bills. They might actually want to give you money, something like that. And their hopes and fears are the Queen of Cups. It's like their hopes and fears, and I'm just noticing that they're on two separate islands. I don't know. So it's like their hopes and fears are that, first of all, her eyes are closed. So they could fear that you won't want to see them, that you're starting a life on your own, that you're going to find love with someone else, that you're out there, your person loves you. They are in love with you. They think that you're very beautiful. They think that you're very sensual. They think that you're the total package, honestly. You are their love. If they're telling you that, they mean that. But they're kind of afraid that you're going to take care of yourself on your own, that you're following your own intuition, that you realize that they're not going to be able to give you what they want, because this realization was real back here. You know, like what you noticed, all these harsh truths and stuff. I mean, that is still real, you know? But your person, like, they're hoping that you're going to soften. They're hoping that you're going to, see their side to it. They might even be hoping to get you pregnant, honestly. They're hoping that you guys are soulmates and counterparts. I mean, this is a pair right here. But that you're not ever going to be able to be together. Because they're on these different islands. And I'm just noticing that her island looks happier than his. So they might just be afraid that you are going to get all your needs met yourself, live a better life, be happy, and they're going to be left with their social position. They're going to not have very much that truly is like their own for themselves, you know? And they're always going to be thinking of you. Because there's like a mermaid and a dolphin in the background. They're always going to be thinking of you, like living this great life, having fun, being free, living in the water while this person has to be up on the sand in the heat of the sun, you know. Always like trying to find you, trying to see you from a distance with the telescope there. And then the outcome, we have the Ten of Cups. Interesting. Because this is the happy family card. So this could be saying that like you putting your foot down is starting to change your person. This could be saying that you are going to find your own happiness. I really do think that that's an added message to this, is that you are going to find your own happiness. But this is a reading about what your person would say, right? So what they would say is that they want the Ten of Cups with you. They would say that they want to have this happy family life. Even if it is like, I mean, they're in the woods, right? They're secluded by the trees. They want to have this with you. Even if it is secluded, even if they can't do the full thing. They might want to like have a family with you. They want you to be their happiness. They want to make sure that you're taken care of. Oh my gosh, that's literally the thing here. But I was getting that more from the bank here. You know, they might want to give you money and make sure that you're secure and that you're taken care of. That you're eating well. This person, I do think, wants to have children with you. It's like they want it all with you. It's just, and they know that they hurt you. They know you left. They know you left to pursue your own goals, that you want to transform the situation, that you saw something in this situation that wasn't serving you. They realize that you're wise, that you're intuitive, that you follow your own spiritual path, that you want true and real love. Like if this person has money, they know that you're not out for their money. You might be very abundant yourself, or they can see that you have the potential to be, or you're like abundant in spirit. They would tell you that they want to surprise you with communication. They want to catch you off guard. They want to give to you, but they want to give to you in a way that like means you're not going to leave. They want to be able to keep tabs on you. They wonder about what you're doing, where you're at, who you're with. They wonder if you're happy. They wonder if you think about them. And they wonder if you will give them a shot at the happy family. And again, I'm just saying this because I'm thinking it, but like I said, I think they want to give, it's like they want to give from a place of superiority. It's like they want to be able to kind of keep you. So the child thing is a way to keep you as well. I do think this person has love for you. I'm just throwing it out there as something to kind of, think about when you're thinking over the situation. So that is what I have for you guys, pile number 2. Please like and comment and subscribe. I'm so curious about this pile because it shows up so often, and this person's frame of mind is so interesting to me. So if you feel like sharing, please do. All right. Pile number 3. Let's see what your person would say to you. I just want to make sure I'm still recording. Yes. All right. Oh. Okay, I just don't feel the same way. I want to travel the world with you. I want to make happy memories with you. Best friends. Okay, so pile number 3. What do I think that your person wants to say to you? I think that your person sees you stepping up in a very individualistic energy in order to achieve your goals. I think that's what they would say to you. They would say, I really see that I see you working hard. I see you working for all the right reasons. I see you pouring yourself into your craft. I see that you don't just have yourself in mind for this, but you seem super focused on whatever it is that you're doing. You're very, very inspired, and that this is something, it feels very important, maybe even like a life's work, a life's mission, a calling, something you feel very, very drawn to do. This could mean, taking some kind of a social hit or, financial hit maybe in order to achieve this goal, but your person sees you being steadfast and moving towards your own goals in your life. And especially when it comes to stability, you want to build this stability for yourself, and in the same token, now I confuse myself and I'm all in my head about that. Okay, you also want to help other people. You're a very good-hearted person, and you are dedicated to your goal. An obstacle to your connection is the Page of Swords. So I think your person, maybe you said something, or you have an opinion about something, or this direction that you're going in. I just don't feel the same way. It's not that, I don't think it's about you. I don't think it's that they just don't feel the same way about you, in your relationship. I think it's they disagree with a choice that you've made, or a judgment that you've concluded. Something that you're working towards, right? Which is, that can't feel good to hear, it's just, I don't know, that's kind of what I'm getting. And I think that, an obstacle that's getting in the way, they could see that that's your studies. They could say, I see that, that your studies are getting in the way of this. Maybe there were some harsh words. Maybe you felt like you needed to defend your position to this person because that they don't feel the same way. They don't agree with where you want to go with your life, or that something that you want to study and bring into something that you're doing, and you felt like you had to defend yourself, and maybe you were, I don't know. I don't think there's anything bad, or wrong about what you did, but maybe your person was hurt by that, but hurt by what you said. For some of you, this might be a child, that there's some kind of a child in the way, but mostly I'm just getting that there's something that you're doing that they don't necessarily agree with, and maybe you guys had words about it, or you have said something about it, maybe even just on your social media page or something like that, and this person saw it and kind of took it to heart, took it really personally, or something along those lines. Because in the past we have the Lovers, and I just get that, like, in the past, when we have best friends here, I think that there's a solid relationship between the two of you. This is like your kindred. This is your person, you know. You guys could talk about everything. You know, you felt very close. You were very similar. Maybe you guys have always had very similar goals and very similar opinions, and maybe you've worked a lot together in the past. And maybe this is a person, like, you have a lot of conversations. Maybe you like to talk about things like concepts and ideas and where you're going with your lives, and usually it was just boom, 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 you know, everything kind of clicks in. But there was something about wherever this is, whatever is going on for you, that feels different from that energy with your person. The Lovers is also major arcana, so this is pulling a lot of weight in this energy, and I think it's pulling a lot of weight in this reading, and I think your person thinks a lot about your relationship in the past. They probably spend a lot of time reminiscing and kind of wondering what went wrong, and telling themselves that this is something that you've got to do, you know? And with the Page of Wands here in the future position, I mean, pages are messengers in children, right? So this could be a child. This could be a situation involving a child. Maybe the disagreement is about a child rearing. If this is a partner or something, or maybe you guys are co-parenting with the best friends, like maybe you were lovers and friends or something in the past. It could have to do with a child. Then they know that you're focusing on that child, like moving into the future. But for a lot of you, I do think that this is more like a message, more calling, more even like a spiritual kind of transformation. There could even be something spiritual that you want to bring into something practical that you're doing. And your person, and when you try to kind of explain that, maybe your person felt a little prickled by that in one way or another. That's going to vary for a lot of you. But in the future, your person sees you parting from tradition, and maybe even parting from what you guys have built with that oak tree in the background. I always see that this card, like him looking at that tree, at what was built, at what is grown, at what is kind of older, you know, in order to set off on his own. And it's not that he's never going to come back, but I think your person knows that this part of your journey, you have to kind of walk alone, but they want to go with you. Right? Because I want to travel the world with you. I want to make happy memories with you. Your person feels a deep bond with you, a deep sense of friendship. And I feel like it was that way in the past, and your person just kind of thought it was going to be that way in the future. And they don't really know how things are gonna work out. But there's a hugely defensive energy that I think your person would say, you know, that they feel very defensive. This whole situation feels very prickly, and they're angry. I do think your person's upset, and something about this spiritual calling, or this drive, this passion inside of you, feels like an attack to them. They feel attacked by it, or they're worried that it's going to turn into an attack, or maybe you have a new community, or maybe they think that you're going to have new friends, you're going to travel around, and they're the odd man out, or something like that, or you are. With the Seven of Wands, I feel like there's definitely kind of a fight going on. And it could be over, you know, ideas, drives, passion, motivation, things like that. I think your person feels like if they try to speak their mind, that they just get like yelled at, you know, or shut down. But they, at the same time, it's like they understand that you're very passionate about what you're doing, and you feel like you need to defend it too. Like they understand that it's defensive on both ends. So the tools at their disposal, it's the Nine of Wands. You know, this is defensive kind of energy. This is I mean, I just feel like your person thinks they just need to defend themselves for some reason. Or the energy can be flipped, so maybe it's like they want to like keep coming at you. It's like maybe they want you to come to your senses or something. So they think if they keep saying the same thing over and over again to you of why what you want to do is crazy, or something like that, that you're just going to eventually tire out and give in. Maybe they want to bring other people involved, and people that you also know. Maybe there's like, you guys are really close, but there's other people around you that they want to kind of chime in on their side. So, their attitude towards the situation is the Knight of Swords. I mean, this is cutting words. This is also, it's aggressive. It's like moving forward with their words. It's like they want, I'm getting your person. I think your person might be kind of aggressive with their words. They could know that what they said hurt you, this could be them with the Page of Swords. Like, it wasn't you that said something sharp. It was them saying something kind of sharp. Maybe it was about what you do for a living, or something that you're working towards, a goal of yours. But I'm just kind of getting that your person feels a little bit aggressive with their opinions and their speech. They feel like they think they're right and they know what's best for you. I do think that your person thinks they're trying to protect you. And they're afraid for you to like go off on your own. It's like they want to come with you, or they're worried about you if you do go off on your own because you have everything that you need here, kind of a vibe. There could be something to do with traditional education here. Like if what you want to learn is different, it's considered different. Then with the Knight of Swords here, it's like your person, they want to come forward, they want to tell you exactly how they feel, what they think. They don't want to have to soften the blow at all. They just want to be straight with you and tell you and shake you and make you see things from their point of view, and tell you to like, go like maybe a more traditional educational route, or for some of you that'll resonate. So the outside energy is the Ten of Wands. Burdens. Maybe this is your business partner. Maybe you want to move away and do something different. This is a hard pile, you guys. I do think ultimately your person's worried about your well-being. They're worried about if you're going to have enough, if you're going to eat enough, if you're going to have, a roof over your head that's going to be sufficient for, they want to make sure that you're okay. Because a lot of times when we have passions and goals for ourselves, we're willing to put in the work. We're willing to, take a hit where we need to. And so I think this person's afraid for you, where you don't necessarily see it that way. This is you following your passion, your calling. You want this person to trust you. You want this person to see your vision. You want this person to have your back like you always have in the past. But your person's just saying, life is hard and there's all these obstacles in life, and how are you gonna navigate this situation and that situation? And they're just hoping that eventually like that's gonna wear you down and you're gonna come to your senses. And it could be like, think of what your mother will say, think of what your father will say, think of what George standing on the street corner would say. Like this person is trying to like mentally overwhelm you, it almost feels like. And with the Ace of Pentacles in the hopes and fears position, it's like they hope that you have a new beginning. They want to see you safe. They want to see you secure. They want to see you happy. They want to see you fulfilled. They want to see you meeting your goals and your dreams. But it's like they want to see you meeting those goals and dreams that like you guys had together, that you had before you had some kind of an epiphany or some kind of pull towards something different. They want you to be safe, like in their backyard, and they want you to build things in a more traditional way, maybe even slower and safer. This person wants you to be safe. definitely. But still, they want to see you happy and healing and abundant. They don't want to think of you like living in a cold dorm room with a threadbare throw or, whatever this is that they're so worried about. They think you're walking away from a good thing. And that if you really looked at it, you'd realize that it was a good thing and that it was what you wanted all along, kind of a thing. But they're also afraid that you're going to not ever come back. You're going to leave here and you're never going to come back. You're going to find your own happiness without them. You're going to build something far away from them. You're maybe even going to shut them out. And that you're going to forget all about them. This person has a strange way of caring about you. And then what they would say about the outcome is like, they probably said this to you. I feel like you guys have had words. But that they would tell you that the outcome of this is only gonna end in heartbreak. This is only gonna end in disappointment. They want you to like see some kind of truth that they feel like you're not seeing and that they are seeing. And they want you to see that they're only like saying these things because they love you. And I'm not saying that like that's how you should be loved or that it's okay whatever they're saying. I'm definitely not saying that, because this person has very strong presence. It's like they kind of want to tell you how to live your life, and maybe they have some good points, but maybe you have some good points, but there seems to be like miscommunication going on here. I don't think that your person would say that. I'm saying that. I think your person is kind of fear-mongering a little bit, and fear serves a purpose. Like if you're scared to stick your hand in a dark hole at night, I mean, that fear exists to keep you safe. So definitely it's something that you should pay attention to. And I think your person wants to know that you've kind of thought everything through. You might be completely exhausted because you've told this person that you've thought everything through, and to you it feels like they're not trusting you. And to them it feels like you're not listening to reason. So this is tough, pile number 3. I hope that did not resonate, I guess, and that you can, pick another. I'm just kidding. I'm trying to make a joke. I'm so sorry that that's like really heavy energy, but yeah, let me know if that resonated in the comments, pile number 3, and I hope that I'll see you guys around here again. So bye.